yes, that was tornado sirens. And if you look close, that wind picked up and it was running 60 miles per hour. My grandson captured that. I was driving yesterday evening about 5 p.m., which was Saturday, in tornado-warned storms. Let me tell y'all, everyone on interstate, we might have been running 30 miles an hour, and all of us had our hazards on, and I was gripping that wheel. But I was determined to get to our granddaughter's last Bobcat Bells performance. And y'all, I made it there. The skies cleared out, and it was all about celebration. And I'm going to share part of the event. I took some, clips. So I'm going to share that with you guys. But yes, that's how yesterday evening started, pouring rain. Now today, it's very overcast. There is no rain. Storms are way east of us, southeast, I think. I think it's Alabama, Florida is under that. But it seems like forever since we visited. I'm trying to think. I think it was a week ago today, wasn't it? Because Mr. Buddy got sick at 1 a.m. Tuesday morning. So yes, it was last Sunday was the last time we visited. Seems longer than that, but that's when it was. But I got me a cup of coffee. It's a little nippy. Yes, I'm the weather lady, okay? It's about 65, somewhere around there. And it's a little on the nippy side. But then again, I did wake up with a slight nasally, runny nose, little sore throat. I'm not saying I have what he had. I don't wish that on nobody. But I did ask God himself to heal Buddy. And the only thing, and I never asked for myself, but I did this time. I said, and if it's your will that I crash, allow me to crash Sunday. Because I was not missing yesterday's event. Absolutely not. But we're going to walk out to the greenhouse. And the only other thing we have growing is potatoes. And we're going to look at our starts. And then I'm going to share what yesterday evening's event was, which was amazing. I snot-nosed from the time I walked into the auditorium, standing at her booth, the booth that I shared with you guys in the community post. It was bad, y'all. Everyone was there, my son-in-law's whole family. We're very blessed to have him and his family in our lives because we don't have but a little tiny family. Everybody was there. And I do imagine that the folks around us was thinking, boy, these some crying fools. Because we would all look at each other and just start crying. And her friend Caden and her best friend Evie, we'd look at each other and we'd cry. But we were crying happy tears. I just don't know if the other people, because you'd get this. And at one time, Grandpa was sitting towards the end. There was, a family there. And the lady reached and she tapped him on his shoulder like, it's going to be okay. We were all pathetic. Just pathetic. But we managed to make it through. And all the pictures were taken after we had, the ugly cry face. But that's okay. We captured pictures to make memories. But let's start with the peppers. We started them a week ago today, and I got germination on Friday. Now, they're not all germinated, but because I had germination, I did take the domes off because I think I had mentioned that Sunday. Even though, there may be 10% germination, I don't want those to dampen off. And they're subject to with that humidity. So I did crank the domes open, but I was still getting a lot of humidity. And I said, nope, I'm taking them off. It'll just take them a little bit longer to germinate, the ones that hadn't, but it's fine. It's going to be fine. So we're going to look at that, and then we're going to go out and look at Mr. Buddy's greenhouse, and Mr. Buddy will be joining us. Today was the first day that he, as he puts it, he put clothes on. That consists of his overalls and a t-shirt, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them to where we can actually see what has germinated. Well, we can look at these first. Our Cajun bales that was gifted, we've got 5 out of 6 that has germinated. The Mama Mia's has not, but sometimes it takes 21 days for peppers to germinate. All 6 notapinas, no, I did 12. So 10 of 12 has germinated. These 2 haven't. So I would say great germination. This one just popped up this morning. We have 4 of the regular jalapenos. Those are called Tame from M.I. Gardner. I'm telling you, I'm very impressed with M.I. Gardner. This is what I was talking about, guys. This is called dampening off. Do you see how it laid over? Because I didn't pull the dome off until this morning. This is also Tame. So out of 12, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 hasn't germinated. But this one I may lose. It may pick back up. This is what I mean. When you start seeing them come up, I always pull that dome off. Because if that moisture hits, it will collapse it. And it can, you know, kill your plant. Okay, let's see what we have here. That Gold Rush is showing 3, 4. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those Delight peppers, I did 18 because I'm telling you, they are amazing. We have 1 germinating in this tray, 1 here, and we have 5, nope, 6. So all 6 here. Did I not plant the seeds here? It kind of makes me question, but I'm going to give them another week, week and a half. I still have time, and I'll just seed start some more. The heatless habaneras, I did 6. Nope, I see 1 here, so I did 12. All 6 in this flat has germinated. We have none here. No Mama Mia's. 1 Mama Mia, and this is the yellow. We have 1 California Wonder, 1 Emerald Giant Green Bell Pepper, none in the Giant Marconi. I wasn't expecting any in the Tabasco. I've had Tabasco take 4 weeks. Because to me, it seems like the hotter the pepper, the longer time it germinates. But I don't know. We have all but 1 of the big red bell. Again, if you look, M.I. Gardner. We have 3 here. That's from Patriot. So 3 out of 6. This is survival seeds. I've never grown them. They were gifted. This is the cayenne. There again, like the Tabasco, it takes a while. Big red bell, Mama Mia. There's 1 coming up. So we've got 5 out of 6. The big gems from Hall's Tool, 3 out of 6. The Tame jalapenos, I have 1. And if you look closely, it wanted to dampen off. I have 2 here, notapina. So we have 4. I don't know how I got 2 seeds unless I mean, it looks like maybe I only had 1 seed left, and I would, yep, there's a little seed right there. Maybe I said I'll just stick another one in its hole. California Wonder, we have 2. That one's just starting. Sweet California Bell, Patriot, we have 3. None in the Hungarian wax peppers. Those are hot. No Tabasco. Cajun Bells, we had full germination in that other tray. We've got 5 out of 6. So very viable seeds. And I do have my lights lowered all the way down. We have guests. Charlie, you're supposed to be keeping them out the garden, son. Okay, guys. All we have is dirt. I have stuck potatoes back in. Oh, we have one. Wow. Yeah. I don't even know if there's any potatoes left. When the cover came off, the squirrels came in. Buddy said, look. This is pitiful. But Buddy was going to put just some chicken wire laid across. But he took sick. And I said, well, I don't even know if there's potatoes left in here because I would find them on the ground. Look at this. Yeah. So I'm glad I can still buy potatoes in the store. But I do have one here. But, guys, I'm not worried about these potatoes. Y'all saw what Ice-Mageddon done. There's the protective cover with all its broke pieces in all its glory. So, yeah, we have one. Y'all, when we pulled that off, some of it had stopped down in there. So I said, because they just been in those buckets, what, a week when Ice-Mageddon came? Well, then they were exposed. And I wasn't coming out here in the ice because we like to broke our necks. Oh, but I have something, by the way, for that. Yes, Buddy and I was gifted these, it look like chains that would go on a car, but they go on your shoes. Heck yeah. Let Ice-Mageddon come. I got his number. Buddy does too. We won't be doing the slip and slide, but we wasn't coming out here because of the ice. We said, well, what can we do? Well, when that all melted, squirrels come out, and what happened? They had a party, so good thing I can still buy potatoes. And good thing those were already potatoes we were eating on in the house, so we just lost some labor. That's it. But hey, miracles do happen. But let's look at, he's got that fan. Well, he ain't got it. That fan's been on ever since he went down. Oh, it's a little cold. But let's look at his greenhouse. Because there's a story about Mr. Buddy and this greenhouse. Now I'm going to save the best for last. But everything is doing fantastic. I'm not sure about these, but y'all know Buddy. He's going to try. My camellia's about to fall off. In case y'all don't know, camellias is probably one of my favorite evergreens. Uh-oh. Look, guys. Liquid copper's fixing to come out. Big time. Look at this. I still can't believe that ice bent that. But I am actually... Oh, hold up. If I wouldn't have looked to my side, you and I would have run into this pole. Oh, boy, Lippy. There's still some blooms. I don't think we're going to get any lemons this year. Oh, never say never, Lippy. Look. Can y'all... Oh, let me see if it'll focus. There's little lemons on this tree. Guys, look, I really didn't have hopes. Oh, can y'all see that? Wow. So we are going to have some lemons. I was not expecting that. What am I running into? That'd be a fern that I made Buddy hang up there. I just ran into it. Okay. Back to the greenhouse and not Lippy's shenanigans. I mean, my feet hit the floor in the mornings and it's nothing but shenanigans. But everything looks good, considering. His dragonwing begonias, oh my. And the mother geranium, it's going to be fine. It's a little sickly. And this one's going to be fine because I see new growth. I just got to get this cut off, and I haven't done it yet, guys. The ferns got bit, but I can fix that. To the main event. I don't remember what he called this. He's not out here. I'll have to ask him. But I know that all of these, aren't these the crepe myrtles? No. That's off of that pear tree, right, from Mr. Larry's? I don't know, guys. This is his domain. But what I'm looking at is the green. I want to share the green. They have life. Look at this. Now, I know what he is going to say. He's going to say, now, Lippy, this has to be pulled, pinched off. But I'm not going to do it till I ask him. And if he says yes, because remember, he says he's trying to grow roots, not leaves. But I'm going to ask him first. He's probably going to say yes, go cut them all off. And I will. But look at his avocados. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. So we're going to take the coffee and we're going to try and get out of here with these posts. He said they're secure, but then he says, try not to bump them. Well, how secure are they? I mean, I walk like a drunk. Yeah. Oh, no. All is good. I felt something under my shoe. I was like, they don't have their yard, guys, and I can't just leave them in that little pen. So we've been turning them loose till we can get that thing down and fix their yard because it collapsed it all. So they run loose now. I want to tell you what my driveway looks like. No, I'll just leave that to y'all's imagination. But yeah. No potatoes, but the greenhouse has life. I didn't know what that was. So anyway, as I walk back to find Mr. Buddy, I'm going to share a beautiful memory that I will cherish all my days with you guys.
Bobcat Bells. Upon graduation, Michaela plans to attend Texas State University to earn a degree in criminal justice, later specializing in white-collar crime. Michaela also plans to audition for the Texas State Strutters. Her favorite drill team memory is when we were in Galveston for contest and Malaya's sleepwalking adventures. She is going to miss going to Galveston every year with her best friends and getting to dance on stage alongside them. Michaela would like to thank her friends who have always been there for her through everything. Michaela would like to give a special shout out to her childhood best friend, Evie Marie. She says throughout the last 12 years, she somehow makes even the most ordinary days so much better, and everything feels so much fun when she's around. Michaela would also like to thank her parents from the bottom of her heart for giving her the chance to be a Bobcat Bell. She says, I truly wouldn't be here without their constant time, love, and most importantly, support. Lastly, Michaela would like to thank Taylor Colston, Scarlett Johnson, and Macy Carter for making her laugh every single day and always making her feel appreciated. She says, I'm so thankful I spent the last 3 years surrounded by such amazing friends.
It's showtime! Hit it, pals!
This is the moment you've waited for. So tell me, do you want to go? I will now perform a magic trick.
earlier.
He's alive.
Barely, but I am alive.
Okay, today's the first day he said he got civilian clothes on.
I've been in shorts and one of these shirts, just
Yeah.
like I was when I had the open heart surgery.
He
It's the easier
said
maneuver.
he said that the open heart was a walk in the park compared to this.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Tell him what happened.
it was easy to pick up and run with.
He's very, very weak.
I got, let's see, Monday evening I come home. I went to the doctor Monday morning. And she gave me a couple of shots and this, that, and the other. She said, well, you didn't come get tested. You probably had the flu.
What we thought.
What we thought, but it ain't no use testing it now. Just go on. I'm gonna treat this because your lungs are real heavy. So I'm gonna treat it for pneumonia. And she give me a antibiotic, breathing treatments, and
A steroid pack.
pack. And then come home that evening, I took a breathing treatment deal, it's an inhaler, and I drawed on it a couple times. And then I said, well, I ain't gonna do the steroid pack till I'm not gonna suffer myself tonight. I'll wait till tomorrow, start it first thing in the morning. And
But he was doing good.
probably a good thing I did, because
Yeah.
I took that, I don't even remember what time it was, but it was later that evening. I was in from work, we'd done what we had to do, and
You took an
I
antibiotic.
took an antibiotic, and I took hit off that inhaler, and I said, okay, so I sat down, I was feeling pretty rough. I sat down, and at, I guess, 12:45, 12:30,
1
something
o'clock
like
in the
that,
morning when you got me up.
I got her up, and I said, I ain't feeling right. She said, what do you mean you ain't feeling right? I said, I ain't feeling right. She said, well, what can I do? I said, call 911, get an ambulance here.
And he was grabbing his chest on the floor.
I had chills, hard chills, and I had sit there and didn't take care of them. I just sit there covered up. I said, oh, they'll pass. That won't ever happen again. I'll get up immediately, go to shower, which I know you're not supposed to do anyway, but that will happen. I will not sit there and suffer through it. 'Cause I probably had chills for, this is just me thinking now, but probably 20, 25 minutes straight, just sitting there beating, bucking, kicking. And I pulled every muscle and everything possible you could strain on. Finally got up, went and got in the shower. That's when I called her. And I got out of the shower, and I was trying to get warm. I couldn't get warm. And I finally got over the chills. And then she said, well, what do you want me, what I need to do? That's when I told her. I said, call 911.
Yeah.
Because every time a heartbeat, every muscle in my body would sit there and you'd throb. You'd feel your heartbeat in every muscle. And I could not get away from it. And it was getting worse, and it was getting worse. And I finally was down on the ground, flopping from side
In
to
a
side.
field. Because when I called 911, I told him, he is a heart patient. So she said, give him a nitro. So I did. And then I remembered that we keep our property gated. So I knew to go out there and open it for the ambulance. But I'm going to tell you, these men that came in,
Great guys.
amazing. They obviously they each have a part that they do. It was like a well-oiled machine. One was doing this. Of course, they honed in on his heart. And one was doing that. One was speaking to him, getting more information, punching stuff in on this thing. They obviously have worked a while together. They had him evaluated. I don't think they started your IV here.
Yeah.
That had to be in the van.
Yeah.
Or whatever, the ambulance. And they gave him, that Michael Jackson stuff. No.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, the fentanyl,
Fentanyl.
like the drug heads use.
He said, we're going to start you on
I
that.
panicked.
I do remember that part.
Yeah.
And, I remember that night, and I remember going to the hospital. Now, times during the night at the hospital till the next morning, there's times that I got lost, I don't remember. But I remember we pulled out the driveway and I couldn't see anything, but I just knew about the distance leaving the house. And he said, well, we got a little issue. He said, I'm gonna have to transport you somewhere else. I know you want to go to
Highland.
And I said, well, what's the issue? He said, well, you may have to wait longer because they're calling them stacked up and blocked up. He said, Bossier be the nearest one. I said, no, you take me over there and drop me off. That's where the heart doctor is. I ain't going to Bossier.
Right.
So he called and rerouted again, and they told me he was en route with us. So I remember getting there, and she was following right behind us.
I was about 5 minutes
She
behind.
had a locked gate and all that stuff, you know.
Get the chickens fed so the neighbor could just open them, get Charlie tended to.
And so at that time, she wasn't there, and I said, well, she was coming in anytime, she'd be there. Well, I done lost track of time till finally her and Grandpa coming there, and it was
2 hours.
About 2 hours.
They had me sitting there for 2 hours. They kept saying when I check, oh, well, we're getting him settled. He's got to have a CT. We're trying to do blood.
There wasn't no settling because I done stripped the bed. There was stuff off both sides of the bed. They done busted, I don't know if you can see, they done busted every vein possible trying to get blood, because they had to do what do they call it, cultural something or other?
They had to do cultures on that L stuff, but
And then-
actually it's your CK because it kept elevating. Some secretion from the muscle, and this particular flu, not a variant,
It'll knock you out, I'm gonna tell you.
well, I call it a variant, it's been known to attack the muscle in this kind of form.
So finally they got all the blood they finally needed, I guess, to do this. And during this process of the 15 times they tried to stick and cut, and I could tell them, I said, look, I'm dehydrated. You're gonna have fits. Finally, the little girl, it wasn't her, she had tried all she could. And I said, okay, this is your last stick. You're gonna get somebody else in here because you obviously ain't got nothing left to stick. And so she went out of the room, she come back, she said, I got one of my coworkers. So she come in there and got the last blood she needed. And then it was sketchy from there, because on the last time when she was trying, I remember her sticking her head in and said, we're here to transport to CT. And I said, well, hell, you might well just throw that stuff down. I said, you ain't got no blood yet. You ain't gonna get it. I said, let's go and get a CT done. So she told her, just a minute, I'll be done. So finally it was another 20 minutes or better, I think, before they come back. I remember going down there and they pushed me in that tube and I come back. And then after that, things went kind of, I don't know, in and out from there until we pulled up here the next day.
It was about 12 or 1. We got him home, but the day shift was amazing.
Yeah.
But the reason why I don't remember anything is they gave him he had 2 IVs going. They gave him an injection of Toradol.
Yeah.
Then they gave him an injection starts with a D. I can't remember. I said it this morning. Dilaudid. And then something for
I
nausea.
remember it because that's what I have with my kidney stones.
Yeah. And
The only thing that worked, well, guess what? It wouldn't work another night.
they knocked him out and left him with me to transport back home. So I just drove up and I pulled up to the back door. I said, well, we ain't got nothing but a back door. We don't even have a back porch roof or nothing. So I just pulled right up on the weed barrier and what rocks we have down right now and got him out and got him settled. And just between the transportation from the hospital home, the phone had went off and his medicine was already ready. So I had to haul behind to go get his medicine. And then that was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember like the first few days.
No, it was Tuesday, baby. It was Tuesday late afternoon. It wasn't the next day. It was Tuesday late afternoon. I wasn't happy with the medicine, to be honest. So my gut said, call our primary care. We consider her a friend, not just a physician. And it wasn't 10 minutes. She called me back. And her nurse. And so I gave her an update of what was going on. And to be quite honest, they knew what was going on because the nurse had called to give me his test results they ran from Monday while I was sitting in the ER with him. So I was telling Audrey to tell our physician, this is where we're at. So they immediately called. She's like, no, I'm calling in, da, 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 da. I said, okay. So within 10 minutes, I get a text. I said, are you okay? He said, yeah. So he had his water, his blanket. I made a call to Mr. Craig. Y'all know Mr. Craig. To give him a heads up that, check on Buddy, I've got to go to town. I went in. I was in line maybe 10, 15 minutes. Got his medicine, got home. And I personally, come Thursday, I could see a slight change just on the 2 medications she called in. I think that that's what started moving things forward. And it was Friday night that you ate a little Jell-O, I believe. And then yesterday, trying to get the sugar in him because many of you know that you deplete everything. And sugar is a big factor. Everybody's got to have some form of sugar in their body. So I knew that the Jell-O would be easy on his stomach. It would give him a little bit of sugar. So we started on that, and that was Friday evening. And yesterday was, I think, the turning point. We've had no fever for over 24 hours. 32 hours to be exact.
Today's the first day that I actually got up, walked to the garage.
And this is what I was going to tell y'all. This morning, did you take your stick with you or no?
Mm-hmm.
And guess where he went?
The
greenhouse. That was the story I was going to tell y'all. He disappeared, and I was like, I'll find him in the greenhouse.
I held on my stick and trimmed back what I had on all my rootings, make sure there wasn't no leaves.
Well, I found a few leaves, and I said, do you want me to pluck them off? He said, well, I was plucking a few off, but, as y'all can see, he's here. He's on his way to full recovery, and
just weak. That's all.
He's very weak, as y'all can tell. I don't wish this on anyone. I've never seen this man down. Somebody
says they got the flu right now. Run.
Yeah.
The opposite direction.
And this is flu B, is what they're calling it. It's been real bad. So, so far I'm good. I just got a running nose and a little bit of a sore throat. But if it's God's will, it's God's will.
Hopefully she don't get it.
Yeah, that's what I hope. Because they didn't tell us this. They didn't tell Grandpa and I this. We were in the room 40 minutes when what I thought was the nurse, this was the nighttime crew, and I thought it was a nurse, and I went off on the nurse, and then I'm told by the nurse that was the doctor, because I told her, you and your co-workers, y'all need to go back to school and learn what communication is. And I'll just leave it like that. But I got a little on the well, I just call it like it is. I got stupid. They made me wait 2 hours. And the lady at the front desk was sleeping.
Well, I can tell you straight up, Charlie ain't missed out none.
No, he ain't missed nothing.
He double dipping on both ends because he's sleeping in my lap, and he'll go play, the bandit. And been in the recliner, so been in the living room. And usually, if I get up during the night, go to the bathroom or something, he'll get down. If he takes off, I'll let him out. So.
He was exercising.
He was exercising me.
That's what he was doing.
Every time I'd sit up, because I needed water bad, So
he couldn't get enough water.
She'd fix my big jug I got and big Yeti, and I set it there. And so I get it down, and every time, it might be an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but I'd pop my CPAP mask off and set it in my lap, reach and get my water. And before I could even get the CPAP in my lap, I'd hear tick, 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 tick. Here you come. I said, there ain't no way that you woke up from a dead sleep. And I'd get up to go to the bathroom. So I'd let him out, watch him for just a second on the back patio, and I'd let him back in. He'd head for the bedroom. It might not be an hour. He done it 4 times in one night. Because,
he was exercising.
Every hour or so, I needed some water. And as soon as I popped that mask off, said it just as soon as it hit my lap, I hear tick, 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 tick. So I'd get up, I'd let him out first. Well, was it night before last?
What?
Yeah, Saturday night you went to that deal. So
Last night.
Friday night, when I turned him down, and he'd done been out like 3 times, and it was like 4:20. I got up, get some water, set my jug back over, and he's like hopping. I said, "No, we ain't doing this tonight. Go to bed." So he took off. I heard him chick, chick, chick to the bedroom. I just stuck my mask on. I heard, "Charlie, get off my head. Charlie, get off of
Y'all,
my
he
head."
jumped up in the bed and was standing on my head.
So it's like 4-something in the morning. So here next
About
time I know,
4:15.
here they come out. Charlie, chick, 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 chick. Here she comes. "Oh, come on, Charlie, I'll let you out." I said, "You don't know the whole story.
That's all he
Make him go back
said.
to bed." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I've been up with him 4 times already and went outside."
He done got me up and I done hit the
He's
coffee
just
pot
playing.
button.
He couldn't get it from me, so he went and jumped on top for you.
Yeah, because he was staying off and on in his bed at Buddy's feet, or he'd get in between Buddy's legs. But we are going to get back to our normal, regular, boring but busy life. God is good.
Mm-hmm.
He brought this man. This man was sick. But I wanted to wait and let him speak to y'all because you could get it directly from him. A lot of y'all were concerned, what's the symptoms, this and that. Well, this is just me. Before we end it, y'all remember, and I'm talking to us older people, y'all remember the flu, what flu was 30, 40 years ago. This is what this, and they always say, well, you have the flu. Okay, flu's
Certain
bad.
strain of this.
This particular strand, that's the word, reminded me of the flu that laid you out for 7 days and you were oblivious. This is what I personally saw in him, only I was not prepared for him to have a Charlie horse in every muscle at the same time. I didn't know that until the doctor, the daytime doctor, then explained it to Grandpa and I. I'd never heard of such. I know that you hurt with the flu, but on this scale, and that's what happened.
Friday, I guess Thursday or Friday, I'd like to say I done lost time. But that's probably when I hurt like you had the flu. All your joints and your muscles and all that.
That was Friday.
Prior to that, it was like death warmed over.
Yeah, that was Friday when you had the normal complaint.
Yeah.
That was just
like
2
right
days
now,
ago.
I'm just weak, and if I try to clear my lungs or whatever, I'll get a Charlie horse or something, a strain. Mm-hmm. I can understand that's normal. You're weak.
Yeah.
Probably need some more hydration. But what was there before that? No, I couldn't explain that to you.
Mm-mm. But that's where we're at, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video that I did of last night's performance. It was incredible. I know I will probably not monetize it because it does have music. And it's not a big deal because it's not about getting it monetized. It's about opening the door and sharing with y'all a little bit of us. A little bit more. And I just had to share it. And Grandpa being John Travolta, I think was the ultimate. See, they wouldn't tell me. This was all a surprise to me. Felicia said, do not tell Mama nothing. They had got a shirt that had the built-in muscles. That's why he looked muscular. But what Michaela did, she didn't share with her mama, they have a lot of wardrobe changes, as y'all can see. A lot of character outfits. Well, they put him some buttocks too.
Some bubble butt rolls.
Yeah, he had a bubble butt. He had Hulk Hogan muscles, and he was John Travolta, y'all. I didn't do justice trying to hold the phone, so I did the best that I could. And in a couple of them, I tried to put the arrow to show where she was. Maybe y'all could follow, but there was so much more, but I tried to capture what I could, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said before, it's a memory that I'm going to hold on all the days of my life. He wished he could have been, but he did send Michaela with a private card between him and her, a little Valentine's. I have some cards. He filled it out. And she knows her pawpaw was with her just through my eyes, because today he got to sit and watch the performance that I filmed. But guys, we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna get this thing loaded. Happy Monday morning, because that's when you're seeing this. And I'm gonna try to get back into the schedule, and I should see y'all Wednesday if nothing happens. But as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And thank you for your prayers. Continued prayers is much appreciated. We love each and every one of you.